force them over the dowel pins. See how the gasket is not made right? See, the bolt pattern is not correct. See how the gasket does not fit? The dowel pins didn't fit either. The dowel's too far this way. So the bolt pattern in this case does not match the application. Pretty far off, actually. Okay, we're going to see if we can actually put the cylinder on it without damaging the gasket. If so, it might squeeze it over a little bit, but when it's that much gap, that's off by probably 30 thou. That usually doesn't fix itself. Let's see if it even fit over the cylinder. Doesn't seem to. Alright. I think that's going to be a failure on that one. You want to tear the gasket up, you want to get it up off the dowel that compressed it onto it. So peel it up a little bit, support it, don't rip it off. Okay, let's see if these actually fit. Yeah, it does fit. Everything's just a little off. Whoever made the gaskets didn't consult the cylinder manufacturer. See if the gaskets are, that one looks centered and this one's off. That one's a little off that way. This one's a little bit further out that way. The dowel pins are way over. See how the dowel pins are way off? So you get the dowel pin closer, look how far the head bolt is off, or the case bolt. And see how far this dowel's off when you got that one on over there. This one's off way over here. Fix that one and that one's off. So these don't fit very well. Usually what I do is I glue them to the cylinder, clean the hole out and shove them down, and they'll be fine. But let me see if we can put this together without doing that. Without destroying them either. That's going to be the fun part. Of course, we got the pistons fighting us too. It's not the piston causing the problem. It's the gasket. Yep. Pretty close. Fit it. Maybe. Sliver of gasket material right there came off. Another piece back there. The dowel pin sheared the gasket slightly when it shoved up in the hole. Which is the part I was hoping to be good. See how the gasket's in a lot flatter now? It's not buckled up so bad. That was really dangerous doing what I did that way, but it's alright. So now the dowel pin cut them off the gasket. See the material there? That's a little bit off the stud. Things are a little snug in here still. I'm going to wipe off any material. I want to get the gasket material out of this thing. Cylinder can sit flat because I want to do a measurement. If you got 2 layers of gasket in there, it doesn't get a true measurement. Get that all wiped down. Excess material is not there no more. Oh, there's a big piece there. Oh, there's a big chunk came off there. See, I sheared that off, that piece right there. You play a hell of cutting that off with a razor blade without screwing something up. Cylinder did it. Looks like it cut the gasket on the stud over here. It's real easy to screw stuff up by doing that. It worked. I'm 1 for 1. Can we be 2 for 2 though? Stupid piston. I went right down like it's supposed to now. Look at that. Almost like it was made for it. Much better. Okay, let's see. Feels like it pulled out even this time. Nice and hard. Boom. Doesn't have that mushy feel to it like it did before. That's good. Okay. Torque on it. She's in there. Okay, now you feel how much pop-up you have over here. Now when you measure pop-up, I pulled the crank all the way toward me too. That's where the crank actually rolls. So the center of the piston is what matters, not the sides. So I'm going to lay it right there. And I am getting no contact on that piston. Seems to be good. So with a little scale that's real thin, it's working. I'll get a parallel in there and check with something thicker in a minute. So let's get a piece of material. Okay, this does not give or flex when you hit it. So this gives you a real pop-up dimension. If it'll clear this piston on this side, which I don't think it will. So that can come off this side over here. You're just hitting it a little bit. Now if I pull it off a little bit off the right side, it doesn't hit. I'm almost hitting on the radius a little bit on the edge of the chamfer and the piston. It's hitting it because the piston's rocking, but it's not hitting it flat. Can't tell if it's moving. I don't think it's moving my parallel. Now if you clamped it on there hard, you would know. I think we're okay on that. I'm not feeling anything on that side. Okay, so I think we're pretty close. We're within 5 thou hitting that thing, but it's not really hitting it. So I say we're flush. So that means whatever your head gasket thickness is, that's your piston to head clearance. In this case, he's got a 36 thou head gasket, so you can drop that to a 30 probably, but these pistons rock so much at top center, especially from 8 thou clearance, it'll probably hit the head even at this number when it goes over center. The pistons aren't hitting down here at the bottom either, which is a big plus. Now if you had the motor part one case off, you can actually see the clearance on the piston down there, but when it's assembled you can't see it. All we know is it's not hitting it, because it's not touching, see? Okay, so I'm going to do this front one, do the same thing we did on the back one, take it off, customize the gasket. We know it's going to fit perfect. See, all these bolt together parts are supposed to bolt together. So you got to check everything. Okay, one gasket again. We already know it's not going to fit, so. Dumbass, put the cylinder on correctly. It's hard to do this and everything's moving on you. Time for a hammer mechanic. Oh, the dowels are on this side on this one. Okay, that didn't quite flatten out the same way as it did on the other one. Move a piece off right there. Piece there. Big piece over here. Come off the gasket though. Okay. This one didn't shear off as much stuff off. Still a little bit buckly in here. I didn't shear the dowel off when it went down. Oh well. Not quite as a clean installation like I did before. Two nuts at once. Feels pretty good. Oops. Okay. Torque on there. Nice and free. Where'd my bar go? Somewhere. There it is. It hits it because of piston rock, not because it's hitting on it. See right there, it's right there, but it's not hitting on it. It's hitting on a little bit of that stud right there. Bolt hole. Okay, so these are both zero deck. Okay, so that's pretty good. This cylinder's got more rust on it. These are nice rusty cylinders. So that one nice and rusty. This one here you can see a little bit. This is up in the power area up in here, which is a bad spot to be. See, this one here is pretty clean up in that area. This one here has got a lot of rust marks in there, a little acid etching. The rings were stuck there for a while. A bad spot there. You can see how rough my finish is. That's because it's an alcohol motor. They're smooth because I plateaued them, but they're deep grooved for holding the oil. The crosshatch is relatively flat crosshatch for the stroke because I know he's going to rub the snot out of it. So I got a little bit thicker angle on that. So I always play around my different finishes and stuff for different applications. So, all right. So that part's good. I think this oil line will work pretty good from here to here. Now we got to put another oil line from here down to here someplace. So you have to tell me where he wants me to put that thing in there. I'm thinking just going to go flat into the surface here. Anywhere in here is fine. Yeah, I think anywhere in that whole area. Just got to be careful about the drain oil, which is right in this area. So you got to do it really close in here. You got to be careful. You have to get pretty close to the edge to do that. So probably over here in the middle would be better. There's nothing in there to hit. So I'm thinking just anywhere in this vicinity where my fingers ought to be a good spot, I think. Gives you a nice good curve coming around. It's going to come up to here, so down in this area. So, all right, I'll work on that tomorrow. See if we can bring over some more parts. Piston squares will be nice to make sure they clear. The rings will be here in a couple of days. We just ordered them today, so probably 3 days because I ordered them. They answer the phone after 5 o'clock over in Arizona. Total Seal, they work late. They're racers over there. Okay, I think we're good to go for now. So, one stage closer to being a motor. Alright, that's it for now.